Fortis Healthcare International, a foreign unit of India's largest hospital chain, Fortis Healthcare, has decided to sell 64% of its stake in their dental care business to an Australian company. What were the considerations behind this stake sale? To understand that, let's connect with Vishal Bali. He is a global CEO with Fortis Healthcare. Vishal, good morning. Thank you for joining us. Vishal, what were the considerations behind this stake sale, and after this stake sale, what will be Fortis's holding in the dental business?
So morning, Nikunj. It's a pleasure to be on the channel with all of you. Number one, we have been basically taking a look at our complete healthcare portfolio within the company. As you know, that over the last 2 years, we've expanded our footprint exponentially across India and in Asia. This was a business that we had invested in January 2011, and with one of the key considerations at that given point in time was to see as to how this model of dentistry can be taken from Australia into some of the other geographies where we currently have presence of Fortis. The business has done well in Australia and New Zealand, and somehow in spite of multiple attempts by the team, we have not been able to take this model outside of Australia and New Zealand. We therefore felt that this was probably the appropriate time for us to move forward and divest this stake, because we've not been able to cross-leverage the opportunities of this particular vertical across the footprint of Fortis, while we have been able to do that very successfully in some of our other verticals in diagnostics, hospitals, and primary care. So Bupa has a dental business in Australia. They're very keen to expand their insurance-driven dental business in Australia, and it makes a strategic fit for them. And for us, this particular divestment adds a lot of value into Fortis on account of our ability to deleverage our balance sheet. So net-net, it's a very positive move for Fortis Healthcare.
Right. Vishal, hi, morning. Can you give us an indication of what kind of balance sheet figures are we looking at? Revenues, profits, as well as margins that this unit contributed to the company?
So, Asha, if you take a look at the last quarter result that we had from this particular business, this business contributed in the September quarter close to about 171 million of Aussie dollars into the top line, and an EBITDA contribution of about 27.3 million. So both at the revenue and the top line, this has been a good business for us. Post this transaction, as you know, that our entire focus has been to deleverage the debt on our balance sheet. We are currently sitting at about 1:1. Post this transaction, the proceeds of which are going to be used to 100% retire our debt. Our debt equity ratio would be in the region of about 0.6. So that makes us very healthy. This is a PAT accretive and EPS accretive deal for us. So it eventually adds a lot into our balance sheet.
What is going to be the net funds which are going to come into Fortis post the capital gains tax?
It's still early days in terms of looking at the complete numbers, but all that I can say right now is that all the proceeds from this transaction are going to go towards deleveraging our balance sheet.
Vishal, are there any other global businesses which are non-core in nature which you are looking at monetizing soon?
No, Nikunj, I think if you look at all our businesses in Asia, our businesses in India, which is basically revolving around hospitals and diagnostics, our business in Hong Kong, which is basically the primary care business, and as you know that we have currently cross-leveraged that competence and expertise into the O&M contract that we have signed in the GCC. Our businesses in Singapore of diagnostics and the single specialty colorectal surgery hospital that we have, and the Vietnam business, along with our shareholding in Lanka Hospitals and the diagnostics business that we run in the UAE. I think all our businesses currently are centered around Asia post this transaction, and that gives us a very good lever for future play, because Asia is going to be our concentrated region for healthcare delivery, and we basically took this decision also to ensure that we remain more Asia-centric in our business.